Okay, Vicki.
Okay. All right, I'll call the meeting of the planning. I'm sorry, the Zoning Board of Appeals to order. Okay, I'm gonna get serious now. This is gonna be tough, so let's go. Okay, this is petition Z250045. And the PIN number is 05-32-434-014. It's 6309 State Park Road, Spring Grove. The applicant is Megan O'Toole. That's a really cute name. The subject property is located on the west side of State Park Road, approximately 1,500 feet south of US Route 12 in Burton Township. And this is to reclassify a B1 neighborhood business district to an R1 as residential district, with 4 variances: to reduce the street yard setback from 20 feet to 12 feet, to reduce the side yard setback from 10 feet to 0, to reduce the minimum lot size from a half acre to 1/16 acre, and reduce the minimum lot width from 100 feet to 50 feet. Okay. We'll start with the board introductions.
Actually, that doesn't track
What is it?
staff. It says 1/16, but then it says in the parentheses 0.16, which would be 1600ths, which is the 16th.
That's correct.
I was
Thank
skipping
you.
over the numbers because I hate saying 000 all the time. Okay. Okay.
I presume it is 1600.
It's a 16th
That
of
is
an,
correct.
Yeah,
it's
1600ths of an acre.
1600ths of an acre. So
Which
that's
is
not
more like
really
an eighth.
1/16.
It's about an eighth.
Yes,
actually.
it's a little bigger than 1/16 of an acre. Okay. All right. So we'll start with board introductions, and we'll start on my left.
Mary Donner, Greenwood Township.
Charlie Eldridge, Richmond Township.
I'm Vicki Gartner from Nunda Township.
Kurt Schnabel, Riley Township.
Jessica Beverly, Door Township.
Bill Kernick, Grafton Township.
Oh, that's it. Okay. So we are a short board today.
Oh, she did.
I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did. And I said it correctly too, so. We are recording. Now I hear they want to put this all on video? Is that right?
Not if you want it to be less than 12 minutes.
Okay, yes, I'll get going here. Okay, we are short one board member today, so when it's time to vote, you'll have the option to continue if you'd like to wait for a full board. So what we'll do is we'll start with just reading the legals and getting all the, the red tape out of the way, and then you'll give us your information, what you'd like to do and why you want to do it. I'll swear you in at some point too. And then we'll ask you questions, and we'll go through the standards, and after that, we'll have the staff report if staff has any questions. And then there's no public here today, although we have plenty of room. We will then go into the voting meeting, and that's when you'll have the option to continue if you wish. So let me read the legals here, and then I will swear you in. They're right here. Okay, again, this is petition Z25-0045. The publisher's certificate of publication from a newspaper is dated May 24th, 2025, and thereby meets the ordinance requirements. The affidavit of posting was signed and date posted was May 28, 2025, and thereby meets the ordinance requirements. The affidavit of mailing was signed and date mailed was May 23rd, 2025, and thereby meets the ordinance requirements. The survey has been checked against the petition, legal notice, and the publication in the newspaper, and all 3 match. The filing fees have been paid. The endangered species consultation was not required for this petition, and the McHenry County Soil and Water Conservation District report has been received. Refer to report number NRI L25-019-4680. Okay, so if you are going to be speaking, which I assume you will, please raise your right hand and I'll swear you in. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in your testimony today?
I do.
Thank you. Okay, so here we are, ready to hear from you. You will waive the reading of the petition. It's included in our packet, so it is part of the record.
Yes.
Do you want me to, do you want me to read the whole petition and screw up our record time here?
Yes, we can wait.
Okay, great. Okay, please introduce yourselves and tell us why you're here.
Hi, my name is Zach. I am this beautiful lady's boyfriend. We got the house to start a family, and we got the news that it wasn't a residential. So we came in a whole bunch of roadblocks. We had to get all this other stuff. Everything's double the amount of money with B1 business and all this, our business, B1 commercial area. And we're just trying to live our lives and move forward, but we keep going into a roadblock every single time. We got the house in a rough time. There's just a lot of stuff that we're trying to get done in our lives, but we keep getting a roadblock, and we're hoping today we're gonna fix that.
Okay, so that's why you're here. You just don't want that business zoning. You want a residential.
Yeah, we just want a residential to, start a family and grow, but we
Okay.
can't because we didn't know if we're supposed to be even living in this place.
Are
Like,
you
we didn't know
living in it
anything. What's that?
Are you living in it now?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so it is
so-
occupied.
Yes, we're trying to figure out everything to make sure that we're able to even live in it, because then we're gonna have to either rent an apartment or go back with our parents. Like, there's a lot of stuff we're trying to figure out right now,
And
but
then you should wait for the family a little bit, you know?
yeah. I don't wanna go back.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll let the board ask questions, and we'll start with Mary.
Is the little place here,
No,
what is that?
that's from the old guy that used to live there.
Okay,
He was one of, was acquaintance of my friends, and he didn't do anything. It was a
Okay.
boat.
It was a
so
vote. Oh.
is
Yeah,
that
it's
the,
gone.
where is it that you're going to live? Is that,
In the house.
Yes.
It's up right in the front right there, on the right corner. It's like it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom, and we remodeled the whole entire thing. It's really small,
Right.
but it's perfect for just getting started with a
okay,
2-year-old, max 2-year-old. Anything other than that, then we gotta get out.
Okay,
okay,
So, Ms. Donner, I zoomed in, and hopefully that is a clear picture.
yes.
Yeah, that boat, everything is pretty much changed. It does not look anything like it used to at all. It doesn't. It's really modern now.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna give up for now and hand it over to Charlie and reserve my other question for when it's not answered by other people.
okay, we got that. Charlie?
Okay. You gave written answers to the standards for a map amendment. Do you wish that those written answers be accepted as your replies to those questions and how you meet the standards?
Yes.
That's the only question I have.
Okay, and both of mine have been answered already, so I'm gonna pass on to Kurt.
I don't like roadblocks. I have no questions.
Okay,
I have no questions.
Nor do I.
all right,
And I
moving
don't
on.
either anymore.
It's too late, Mary.
Well, like I said, I reserved and it's not my style.
So you stated that we can use your written standards, responses to the standards in our record. Okay,
Yes.
great. Alma, do you have any questions?
I do have a couple of questions.
Okay,
So, Zach, you introduced yourself as Zach, and that's fine, but this is a legal proceeding, so I'm going to ask you to give your full name, please.
Zachary Drozd.
Thank you so much for
Sorry
that.
about that.
Okay, no problem with that. And then I heard Mr. Elbridge specifically ask about standards for the map amendment, and I did not hear the variances as well. So do you want your standards for your variances to be included as testimony today?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
I don't see standards for the variance included in the record.
it wasn't in our packet, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Well, there was actually, yeah, there was.
Did I
There
miss it?
weren't responses to it, but we did have the standards here.
It's in the staff packet, it's not, I don't have
Okay,
the
okay.
petitioner's response.
Yeah, we
Okay,
don't have
then
those
we're going to punt here. And didn't include them there either. Okay, so we're gonna go through those standards very quickly, please. Okay, so for granting variances, there are 7 questions that we need to have some testimony on. So the particular surroundings, shape, or topographical condition of the specific property involved.
You've got the wrong standards up on the screen.
I know. I didn't put them in my,
Oh,
I put together my slideshow at 10:30 last night. I barely had toothpicks to hold my eyes open.
We'll see you in the dreams.
There you go. Okay, so, I'm gonna read them into the record here and then we'll hopefully get some responses. So, the particular surrounding shape or topographical condition of the specific property involved would result in a particular hardship upon the owner, as distinguished from a mere inconvenience if the strict letter of the regulations was carried out. So in this question, the gist is,
You could just reply yes or no to that.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
okay.
and the answer is yes.
Yes.
Okay. The conditions upon which the application for a variance are based are unique to the property for which the variance is sought and are not generally applicable to other property within the same zoning district.
Yeah.
Okay.
The purpose of the variation is not based exclusively upon a desire to increase the monetary gain realized from the property.
Yes.
Yes.
The alleged difficulty or hardship is caused by the ordinance and has not been created by any person presently having an interest in the property.
Yes.
That the granting of the variation will not be detrimental to the public welfare or injurious to other property or improvements in the neighborhood in which the property is located.
Yeah.
That the proposed variation will not impair an adequate supply of light and air to adjacent property or substantially increase the congestion in the public streets or increase the danger of fire or endanger the public safety or substantially diminish or impair property values within the adjacent neighborhood.
Yes.
That the granting of the variation requested will not confer on the applicant any special privilege that is denied by this ordinance to other land or structure of the same zoning district.
Yes.
Okay,
Well done.
Thank you.
sorry about that painful way of doing that.
12 minutes already up.
Did you have anything else you wanted to report on?
Okay, so to go through my actual report here. As noted, the property currently is B1. It has been B1 for quite a number of years. If it was ever used commercially, I could not tell you. But at some point in time, it started being used as a residence. It's just, it never got caught up with our zoning maps. The applicant is trying to finance the property, and because of the fact that it's B1, the house would not be allowed to be rebuilt in its present location unless the rezoning with the variances are granted. So the subject property, as I said, is B1, and everything on the McHenry County side of the street adjacent to this is also zoned R1. The surrounding land uses, as I said, is currently being used as a residence. To the north is currently vacant. To the south, there is a house. To the west is open, and to the east is Lake County. Future land use designation has this area listed as environmentally sensitive area, and that's primarily due to both the wetlands and floodplains that are on and in this area. Staff has no problem with the granting of the rezoning to R1. It is clear that this was subdivided with the intent to be developed with residents. This is just cleaning up some errors that appear to have occurred.
Oh, thank you. Are there any questions for Anna? Go ahead, Charlie.
Looking at the parcels in back of this and to the west, it appears to me that that land by by and large is not buildable because it's largely wetland, is that correct?
That is correct.
That's my only question.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not sure, okay, I'm going to give it to you because I'm not exactly sure where this goes. With this place being as small as it is and the restrictions, septic, is it on well and septic or is it serviced by?
So
That's my only question. I just,
it is not serviced by a municipal service.
okay,
Where the septic is located, I could not tell you.
okay, I'm just, that's fine. Thank you.
It's a lot bigger than a lot of Wonder Lake lots.
Or Island Lake lots, or Burton Bridge lots, anything your way, yeah. That one long ago, got it.
Any other questions for Anna? Okay, all right. There's no public here to comment, thank goodness. Do you have a closing statement? You could just say, please approve this.
Yes, please approve this.
Okay. What would you do without us? You know?
I know.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, now again, I'll close the hearing portion of the meeting and we'll move into the voting portion. And once again, we're only 6 members. If you feel this is a little iffy, that you might not get your approval, you do need 5 positive votes for this to go forward as recommended by our board to the county board. Less than 5 would not be a recommendation. So it's up to you if you want us to vote today or do you want to continue? Right.
Please.
We should just hold up cards.
10.
Madam Chairman, I move acceptance of the petition.
Second. With the
Okay.
variations.
Yeah, with the
With the
variations.
variations.
Let's get those in there for sure. I need that voting sheet here. Okay, and my glasses. Okay. That was Charlie and Mary. Okay. All right, is there any discussion?
This is a small lot created close to a century ago at the very eastern edge of the county. It's typical of a lot of stuff created at that time in that it makes no sense in terms of modern land planning, but there it is. I recall that in another location we had a bunch of lots equally small that were all zoned for bars and had never been anything but residences. In these very old subdivisions, lots of things were done that made sense in the 20s and 30s and have not made sense since then. It is simply a matter of cleaning up what is a mess on our zoning code to grant these people both their variances and their map amendment, because they aren't asking to change anything, they're just asking that what they presently have be approved of so that they can get appropriate financing. I have no objection to anything they're asking for, and I support the petition.
Thank you. Mary?
I have no objections, I seconded it.
Okay, thank you. Kurt?
I agree with what's been said.
I also agree.
Bill?
And so do I.
Okay. And I have to say the variances are kind of a no-brainer because the house is where the house is, and this was planned so long ago that who knows what they were thinking. And unless you want to open a bar there and you really want it to be residential. So the standards have been met for both the variances and the zoning change, so I'm in favor. So I'll call the roll. Sorry, smoke out there. Okay. Mr. Eldridge?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, nobody's here. Kurt?
Yes.
Miss Beverly?
Yes.
Next me.
I know, it's, without my glasses, my lines
You know.
get screwed up. Okay.
I'm Mary Donner, yes.
Okay. and Bill Kernick,
Yes.
and I will vote yes as well. So this is going to be recommended by our board to the county board with a vote of 6-0, unanimous. And the meeting that you will attend, well, you don't have to attend it, but the county meeting is next month.
Correct.
Yes, okay.
Can we attend it?
Yes,
Sure.
you can,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah. They're not as nice as us, but go.
Remember who appoints you.